Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Lady Katina Tarot 333. I got some channel messages I want to share real quick. I like to cut to the chase, but just want to get these out real quick. I want to introduce myself. If this resonates with you, take what resonates and leave the rest. If this triggers you or my content triggers you, please move along. This is for entertainment purposes only. However, that's not to say that you might find something worthwhile in it for you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And my name is Lady Katina. I am a psychic medium. I channel past over loved ones, ancestors, anybody who might have a message for you from the other side. I've had several near-death experiences, which has enabled me to see beyond the veil. So, having said that, I'm going to read some of these messages. So, strangely enough, I like to channel celebrities' family. For some reason, they like to connect to me. So, but or it could be anybody's mother. I got a mother figure coming through. This mother was born February 5th. Also, she might have had 5 sons. Called them the Fab Five. She said there's a new baby in the family and that she was there. And she called it a bambino. So I got the feel of Philly or Brooklyn or, somewhere in that area maybe. But she said it was a baby boy and that it looks like Goldie. Or somebody named it maybe Goldie or calls this new Goldie or Goldilocks. Might be significant. Also, I got the name Tim. And something about a fork and a spoon restaurant. Maybe that was the name of a restaurant you like to go to as a child with your mother. I heard Mark. Mark, that's your name? That Mark is your name, possibly. But maybe your mom used to visit a restaurant called Fork and Spoon. Something about coffee mugs and pouring coffee. So maybe mother was a waitress. Maybe that's something she did for a living. Maybe she worked at the Fork and Spoon. She said tell the coffee drinkers hi for her. A trucker named Marge. She liked the name Marge, trucker. Or maybe that was just a nickname they called a regular customer or something maybe. But this is her favorite stop. Favorite trucker, she said. And she said she always said that they had the best pie ever. I picked up on the name Lou. I just heard Mary Lou. She said she misses her boys. Something about the back 9. In the year 1988. Pulling strings in Philadelphia. I'm reluctant to say the celebrity's mother who's coming through here, but I know exactly who it is. But she said someone dressed up as Santa Claus in the past. And she loved it. And I often ask um, people I'm channeling with, spirits I channel with, of loved ones, to tell me something that only they would know, like something between the two of them and the person they're trying to connect with. And this is what she told me. She said, she taught you how to draw a heart. Maybe as a memory. Maybe you were 5 and mother taught you how to draw a heart. And that was something special between you guys. Or maybe instead of writing love, you would draw a heart. Or maybe you've recently taught a child how to draw a heart. The name John and Rob. Something about that. And she said she loves you. And she said, see you when I see you. And she loves Archie Bunker. Or she loved Archie Bunker when he was alive. Something about the Liberty Bell photo. And I got, maybe there's a photo of you and somebody by the Liberty Bell. Or maybe you recently took a picture by the Liberty Bell. I picked up child energy. Maybe you had a child with you in that photo. But she said something about best coffee in town. And I love channeler, and I'll go ahead and tell you this is Mark Wahlberg's mother. I really enjoy channeling her. She really misses, or maybe his grandmother, I just heard. But a new bambino. She did tell me that. Thank you, Spirit. Also, I have a loved one of maybe Tim McGraw or Faith Hill. I picked up on the name Jasmine. Also picked up on the name Ty. He said an old troubadour. He's talked about land rights or Friday Night Lights. And I know Tim was in Friday Night Lights, so that's cool. Free falling, and he wants you to listen to it. Masculine energy coming through. He said bring it back. He loves it. He loved it when you sing it. I picked up on the name Tom. He loved Tom Petty and Eric Clapton. And he says something about that's my boy. So maybe Tom and Eric mean something. Sorry about the loss. Maybe you lost someone close to the family recently. Grandmother energy. Aunt. I just heard aunt. He said be strong for the family. Something about M&Ms. Maybe you guys like M&Ms. And he wants you... A really cool thing I do is whenever I look at my phone and I see the time, like it's 9:00, it's 9 o'clock, or on the clock it was 9:00. So maybe someone's a Virgo. But when I see an angel number, I always Google it, like 904, angel number 904, and it pops up some really cool information that might be useful to you. But he wants you to Google angel number 1043. Google it and see what that says to you. That's a message for you. He also said something about beagle dogs. Somebody may raise beagle dogs or did in the past. Maybe he's a good old country boy, or he was. Someone is learning the piano. Someone's learning the piano, and he's dad or grandfather came through and he said, "That's a hot piano teacher," and he laughed. He said something about gladiators or Russell or Old Crow. Like, I know Old Crow is a whiskey, maybe. So maybe that was a memory you guys had together. He said when you see a red arrow, it lights the way. Or a lantern. Your signy lanterns. Your signy's near. So if you see any lanterns lit up, or if that's something you do, like maybe at dusk, you might light a lantern outside. I see tiki torches maybe. He thinks that's really cool, and it's a sign that he's there with you. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I know a lot of people on here do these things for money. That's not my motivation. I'm just very blessed and gifted to be able to give these messages out to you guys. You know, we're not just here, you know, by ourselves. Our spirits, our angels, and our ancestors are always with us. Not in your private times, but mainly when you're alone, you'll be visited by them. Like when I channel, I don't like anybody around me. And I can pick up on those energies a lot better. So maybe find a quiet room and just put pen to paper, you know, and see what you come up with. All the answers we need are within our hearts. It's within us. So my condolences to anybody suffering from any kind of passing in the family. It's really unfortunate. We often take our loved ones for granted, and that's not what God intended for us. So, but anyhow, I enjoy channeling energies that have been or passed over and have passed on from violent crimes. But these celebrities keep coming up for some reason. Their loved ones keep coming up to me, wanting to share their message with you guys. So you can take it how you guys want it, I guess. But right now I am, I guess you could say, investigating or trying to connect with a gentleman out of Evansville, Indiana, who's passed on. His name's Breedlove. I channeled him in the past, and I got some good information, but the information I've recently channeled from him, I think I might just share with the detective that's on that case. But anyway, let's see who else I have. So I channeled, and this is one of the passed over loved ones that passed of a unfortunate event, we'll say. And this gentleman, this is in the Louisville area, and he passed. And something about the name Toast Brown, age 50. Tosbrin. The name Brian might be significant. The Louisville area. I picked up Hightower. That might be a detective. Branson or Barston. Picked up on Rosalind. Picked up on somebody from Missouri, or someone is in misery. Kathy Bates is in misery, so maybe that has something to do with the case that you might be working on. This person was held against their will, and when they seen an opportunity to get out, it was like, you on your mark, get set, go. It was just a moment they had to get away. Also, the name Mark, or somebody on the mic, picked up on the name Black Tim. Hello. Oh, mother. Somebody likes breakfast at Dobbs Diner. I've never heard of it, or the name Dob Steiner. Either one of those might be a tip for you. And often when I channel these energies, it might be in a riddle. It might mean something to a detective, or it might mean something to a family member. But all these messages have something relevant to this particular energy and connected to you. So maybe you know when I relay something to you, it might ring a bell on solving any unsolved crimes or anything. But I picked up on the name Black Tim, and he said he was built like him but black. So I'm picking up a short, stocky, white or black man. Rockle, R-O-C-L-E. Maybe a band named Turn, or something about a turn signal. Or the name Tara Segal, or Terracine All. Often when these energies come through, it is muffled to me. And they are just energies. It's hard to explain my gifts. It's not really an audible voice. It's more of a vibration, or a intuitive vibration, I guess you would say. But I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. But also Brick Ross Construction. And he said the black guy I mentioned might look like Rick Ross. He just said it again. The name Gibb, G-I-B-B. Something about this gentleman was tipping the girls. And he said Liv gave. So maybe there's a dancer named Liv, L-I-V, that was in this situation. Once again, this is energy I'm channeling. Tesbrin. I can't really get it. It's a black name. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. An African American name. But also the name Brian. He said Green's dad. So maybe somebody with the last name Green. Green's dad. This gentleman, this energy, something about T-Pain. T-Pain. Maybe that was music he liked. Something about the chase or live by grace. Maybe Grace was a neighbor. I picked up on an energy, either first name or last name Collins. Collins. The name Library or Tree. Children, Riri. Riri Love. Somebody like the band Bush. Or Rush, I mean. And Robert Plant. Maybe somebody's name's Robert. Bobby Lee. Mother just said. I heard it. Bobby Lee. I guess she's talking to you, Bobby Lee. The mother coming through. Said something about poison ivy. Something about poison and ivy. I don't know. Thank you, Spirit. I got a message for a gentleman named Patterson. Last name White. Or maybe you are white. But Patterson either passed over or you're Patterson's loved one. Something about wife or rights. The number 1122. 1122. And when I read cards, 1122 means justice. Something about a church and switch a lock. Like, switch back to the Bulls. This energy told Patterson, whoever you are, you need to switch back to the Bulls. Maybe you like basketball or NBA. And once again, I just heard breed love come through. The other energy I'm working on, he's working with me here. He said breed life. That might mean something. Sometimes these energies, they come and go as they want. Sometimes I have to rein them in. Something about sandals and bosky strings. Somebody wears sandals. Eskayel. Eskayel. And a painting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy these. You know, a lot of people can, the internet can be used as a weapon, or it can be used as a gift, I guess you'd say. And I just want you guys to know, YouTube actually saved my life. Building my channel, and I'm just going through a lot of family stuff, and actually, to be honest with you guys, I'm probably supposed to be dead on paper. They pretty much gave my younger sister my identity, so, which is a really scary thought, but that's what's going on. Apparently, I was a victim of exploitation, and I've been really, really disappointed in some of my family members and lifelong friends, people I've known my entire life, and their behavior, greed, lust, jealousy. All those things are horrible things, and you will never receive any kind of special gifts such as the ones I've been gifted with if you have malice in your heart, or if you are mocking spirit, or if you are channeling and you're not coming from a clean, no meth, nothing like that, no alcohol, you can't channel. You think you're getting messages from past over loved ones, but it's really not. It can be malevolent spirits. You just got to be very careful channeling anyone. But I think because I have one foot in one place and one beyond the veil, sometimes that I've been invited to the other side to be able to channel these messages. But somebody might have a porch swing and a willow tree. Might be sitting on the swing right now. Somebody got a little Schnauzer dog. Anyway, I often channel messages from different spirits, and so on to the next one. I picked up on the name Stephanie or Samantha. And you are, or your loved one was, either this message is for Stephanie or Samantha, but somebody was a postmaster in your family, meaning a post office delivery person. And something about pertaining to that, the bike lane or a bike loan. Some kind of incident, disagreement, maybe something about or situation with a bike lane or bike loan. I got maybe somebody might have loaned somebody for some money for a motorcycle, what I picked up, or some kind of, something like that. Something on wheels, bike. But I also got Stephanie, Samantha, postmaster in the bike lane, and somebody crossed the line. I picked up on the name Diamond and Blue Car. When I picked up on this Diamond energy, I picked up on possibly a victim or something, but I picked up also on a place. I know there's a Diamond Avenue. Most big cities or whatever, Evansville, Owensboro, could be somewhere like that. Excuse me. But it did say, she did come through and said, lock her up. The last, yeah, lock her up. Whoever was responsible for something crossing a line, crossing the line. I picked up on the name Diamond Car, Karr. I picked up on, this might have been some kind of cover-up or something I picked up on. The last name Pike or County Pike. These could be places, people, places, things. But someone has a dead limb, or maybe swerved to miss a dead limb, but I got bad arm and stroke victim. And something about Christmas. Xanax and Christmas. I also picked up on someone painting their car to disguise it, maybe, or something. I heard blue cards. Blue cards, like blue cardinals. It wouldn't make sense, would it? Blue jays, I just heard. Blue jays. I picked up on Laurel and Hardy. Don't know why. Maybe there's a couple out there, or a detective, or two detectives might look like Laurel and Hardy. God bless y'all's heart. Or maybe I get old friends, Laurel and Hardy. But when I picked up on this bike lane, this incident, I picked up on the name Pike. When I picked up on the Xanax and the Christmas, I picked up on maybe a celebration, somebody driving, it should have been driving, or maybe an accident happened. And I just looked at the word diamond, or the name diamond, and I picked up on a type of bicycle. Postmaster again. But what I intuitively picked up on was the drivers were switched. Somehow, maybe a set of twins, identical twins, or yeah, identical, or Or maybe the names were switched to these two. Something happened. Maybe one had Xanax in her system and didn't want to be tested. So they had the other sister, or yeah, the other sister show up and be tested for it, or something. It was a cover up, some kind of cover up about this vehicle. I picked up on the name Laura, Jess, and Sean. I also picked up on the name Greg or Craig. Fox 14 star, February 14th, and Valentine. Scar tag? Somebody inflicting scars on people and tagging them? I don't know. But I did pick up a 5-car tag. 5-car tag or scar tag. Once again, like I said, I mentioned before, if you're a detective, you're listening to me, these might appear as riddles. It might be something that resonates with you to help you figure this whole situation out, or help you on a case, per se. Somebody, I just picked up on a wedding. Somebody get married. Somebody think about having a wedding. I picked up on the name Troy Smith, or Troy. He's from Evansville. He's 50. 2020, I had it circled. I'm not real sure why. But that must mean something to you. Or 50 circled. You might see that somewhere. The number 50 and it's circled. I picked up on 87 graduate. So maybe he graduated in 1987, or maybe his son. Oh, that wouldn't be his son. Maybe it's a brother. Maybe it's a friend. But he come through very clearly, and he said Prowler and Greystone. I got the impression of a concert that he might have been to or something. He said Game in Town, the band, and that it was rained out. Something got rained out. So they went to the club to chill. Or something about box row seats. Either they had box row seats, maybe, or maybe you should look in that area. And either Prowler or Greystone or Troy spoke with a lisp. The number 85. The name Middle or Middleton. And this gentleman wrote very small. He had very bad eyesight. The name Johnson. I also picked up on the name on Secret Lovers. The name Greg or Rowley. And he was very specific when he came through. And I'm thinking this is Troy energy, wanting to relay this message. But he said Rob Zombie tattoo. Somebody's got a Rob Zombie tattoo. Something about Fantasy Island, the guy off Tattoo, or the guy off Fantasy Island, and he looks like Tattoo. And I know the actor's name was Harvey Veltez, maybe. So maybe the plane. Also, this energy, when they resonate to something like it might be a memory for somebody. Maybe you were in high school together and you'd say that, kind of messing with him. But I know Harvey Veltez passed away. He committed suicide. He shot himself. And he accidentally, I think, shot his girlfriend, his long-term girlfriend. Maybe it was an accident, a home invasion, something like that. But at any rate, he shot her and then he killed himself. A lot of people might not know that, but that's what happened. So maybe that resonates with this whole case right here. Somebody had a dispute over court and salary, and I got bots, B-O-T-S, and a trophy. I hope maybe that's a cold case that somebody's working on. These numbers are going to be significant to anyone listening to this. It might resonate with you. Once again, I said all this information is for entertainment purposes. So if I trigger you, or if you're suffering from mental health or any kind of issues like that, or you need legal help or anything, seek out the proper authorities for that. I am not a counselor. But these numbers might resonate with you if you are listening. The number 3, the number 2, the number 20, the number 15, and the number 17. Also, 50 or 85. Okay? I like to keep them short because I like to keep these videos short because it takes a long time to upload them on YouTube. So I might come back with a part 2 because I do have a couple more energies. I want their cases heard that I channeled. Maybe some important information can be deciphered from those. I guess you would say they might resonate with a family member, detective, or it might fall on some friend's ear, and it makes sense to bring somebody to justice for their untimely demise or violent death. And it's sad. As a medium, it's really sad some of these energies that I connect with come through, and they're seeking, they want justice served. They just want to see justice served, and they want to see their loved ones respected. They want to see their loved ones comforted. We're not just here on this realm by ourselves. We're really not. Our ancestors, our angels, and our guides are right with us all the time. And I have to share a story with you guys, and then we'll let you go. But the other day I was cleaning my kitchen, and I had some bread left over just in the bottom of a bread sack. Not typically would just throw it away, but for some reason I walked outside, and as soon as I walked out the door, there's this great big crow sitting in my yard here, and I was just sitting there, and I threw that bread to him. Well, the next morning I come out on the porch, my little front porch, to have a cigarette and take in the morning and drink a cup of coffee. And I look down, and my mother's ring that I had lost probably 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, in my yard, doing something, anything, pulling weeds, raking the yard, whatever I might have been doing. But I lost this really, really pretty ring my dad got me that's got all my children's birthstones on it. I don't know if you may see it. Here we go, it's focusing. So, this ring, Just sitting there just pretty as you please on my porch. And I was telling my daughter about that crow doing that. Coming up and I pitched it some bread and it was like, you know, I was telling her about it and she said, Mom, that's so cool because crows will actually befriend you. You give them something, they'll bring you something back. And we Googled it and started reading about the crow, you know. So maybe that's maybe that's maybe that message meant something to somebody. The movie Crow, the Crow, Whiskey the Crow, A Crow, Old Crow. Anyway, my point is we're not just on this realm by ourselves. And nature is alive. Listen to the messages that are around you, you know. Respect it. Anyway, that's my message. Please like, share, subscribe my channel. I have had some people stealing my content, but that's not really what this is about. I've been anointed with the gift of mediumship and psychic abilities, and it is my honor and duty to be able to pass these messages on, to bring comfort, knowledge, resolution. So it's been a pleasure. There's my spirit dog. That's my pit bull. Oh, she's peeing. Right on cue. Hey, look, we're all in this together. Anyway, you guys take care and be humble and be kind. Thanks a lot. Bye.